Well, in Plainview.
That's where we find a student-run radio station and News 12's Ken Grimball. Ken?
Yes, Greg, this is exciting here. These young people are learning all about radio. I can remember back in the old days when I was just learning in college and getting ready for my career now, and they're going through this stage. We're here with Lee Garfield, who is one of the announcers here at the station. So tell us, what are you doing right now, Lee?
Well, right now I am listening to Scott and Toby in the other station, and they are going on the air. And every other day, on Wednesday, every day, they go on from 7:35 usually to around 8:10, and they have every shift for the whole day until 2:30 in the afternoon.
So it goes from 7:45 to 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, and then they go to our affiliate in Syosset, and they go on for the rest of the day after 2:30.
Now you broadcast over what, 88.5?
88.5 FM.
And you have a good radius here. How far do you go out?
We go as far out as maybe Huntington to out far in Suffolk County.
Excellent.
So
now at the same time, what do they do in the other section? This is radio here, and over here is television.
Yeah, they make all the stuff that goes on during the school year. They record it and they edit it in that room back there, and it comes out and people buy the tapes if they want to buy it for money, and it helps the station and the communications area, and it's a good booster for school spirit.
Excellent. So you have a lot that you're learning here. This seems to be a pretty crowded course also. You have a lot going on.
Yeah, we have a lot of students this year. This year is my second year, and it is so much fun to go on. It's like a new thing every day, and I love to do all this.
So do you think you'd like to go into this as a job in the future?
I would love to go in this as a job. I think it's nice that people can speak their views on some things and let other people know they might not agree with it sometimes, but, you know, that's the way it goes.
Good. Thank you very much. Now, in here is where a lot of this is learned. Now, this is the radio room right in here, and in here is the classroom. The students are right now learning broadcasting, and Adam Weinstock, who we'll be speaking with later on today, and possibly right now if he'll stand still. Oh. And he'll tell us, Adam, you're the teacher here, and tell us now, what is the name of this course?
This course that the
Adam
students are in radio production. That means that they're second-year students, and they've already had my fundamentals course. What that means is these students are more advanced than most of the beginners in radios. They'll be writing copies for broadcasting. The lesson that they're being quizzed on next week is on the use of words in broadcast copies.
Okay, well, there's a lot that they're learning. This is looks like an exciting class, and they're preparing now for a full day. So we'll be telling you more about WPOB here in Plainview when we come back.
All right.
And you start off in high school, you learn the ins and outs of television and radio, and they're doing that here at WPOB. Now, we have two engineers who are manning the board right now, and they're doing their morning show. Tell us, what is your name?
Toby Silverstein.
And Toby, what are you doing right now?
We're having a show right now.
And what kind of music you play?
Oh, we play all different kinds, mostly rock, but sometimes we play show tunes, and we play a lot of classic rock, like Beatles.
Do you select your own kind of music?
Yeah.
And how did you learn to do all of this? This is an engineer over on this side. Your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Scott Hiddleman, and I like all different kind of music, and it's really basically easy. We just move into parts and levels, and it's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Now, who chooses the kind of music that is played?
We do. On Mondays, it's like heavy metal, but this is like classic rock, but we play all different types of music because me and Toby have like so different tastes of music, but we like compromise on like Billy Joel and the Beatles, so we have a variety of stuff.
Now, who do you identify with as far as a radio personality that you may like to copy yourself after, a pen actor, as you change your to your next song?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
What announcer, who's your favorite, or do you see anyone in particular that you'd like to be like when you graduate and after you finished all of your studies?
I'm really not sure, but I mean, I like Broadway shows. I love Broadway shows.
I'm saying, what announcer would you like?
What announcer would I like?
Anyone in particular?
No.
Just you want to be yourself?
That, and I would like to learn your stuff.
Oh, well, maybe I'll teach you someday. Okay, thanks a lot. Well, this is where they learn a lot of the things that they do out here in the classroom. And this is the broadcasting class, and this is the first period of the day. And right here, we have John Gennaro, who's the general manager of the station. So how did all of this begin 20 years ago?
I wasn't here 20 years ago to see the beginning. I only took over responsibilities last year, and what we're doing now is we've created classes for the students to take. Prior to this, they had done an independent study, and the students got on the air with some training that was done previously, but we set up actual classes where students develop into what you're seeing today.
So they do case studies, they write out programs or whatever, and they learn how to speak properly and I guess do their production work right in here.
Yes, absolutely. The first year is basically just learning all the FCC regulations and learning how to write and put together a show. During the second year, they actually get on the air. Third year, they put together a news show, a weekly news show, and they're the actual production crew, and they take over most of the responsibilities for the station.
Excellent. Well, there's a lot going on. Now, we want to see the teacher. Thank you very much, John, for telling us about that, Joe. And we have Adam Weinstock, who's the teacher. And Adam?
Yeah, hold on a sec, Lee. I'll get right back to you.
Adam, we're really disturbing your class this morning. But tell us now, what are they doing in this particular class?
Right now, they had an assignment. We were watching the movie Radio Days. It's a Woody Allen film, trying to teach them a little bit of radio history. They had a 5-paragraph essay to write on how either radio has influenced their life, on the differences between radio then and today, or on the importance of diction. Lee did his on how radio influenced his life. When he was reading it out loud, I saw an opportunity to jump in on a lesson on diction, just from the way Lee was reading.
Very good. Well, there's lots that's learned here in the class. There are about 4 different classes. They also have a television department, which is next door, and we'll show you that a little later on. Now we'll go back to you in the station.
Now, a lot of accomplished New York City radio people came from Long Island. Ray White from CD 101 is one of them. Also for you, you've got, of course, Howard Stern, who's from Roosevelt. And many, many more.
Many more.
People at CBS FM.
I'm glad they're not critiquing my diction this morning, Cal. Thank you. Plainview Old Bethpage students who dream of hitting the airwaves or getting a jump on the competition.
That's right. They're running their own radio station. And News 12's Ken Grimble is listening in today. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Carol. This is a great class, and these kids get lots of experience because, as we know, the practical work is extremely important in addition to our education. But now this is the fundamentals class, and this is one of the students. Now, he's kind of past the fundamentals class. And so tell us your name and what you do here.
My name is David Singer. I'm the sports director down here at the station. I write all the sports for the news on Friday, and once in a while get to broadcast a few games. So it's a lot of fun.
It looks like it is. Now, the next student here, this is a gentleman who does a lot of work here at the station.
My name is Evan Shasberg. I'm the director of communications down here in the radio station. My job basically is I talk to all the different sports coliseums like Nassau Coliseum, Shea Stadium, Madison Square Garden. I try and get tickets for all the different sporting events, and in turn, the students that I get this ticket to the sporting events write an article to be read over our news about, what they want to say.
Great, and he's only 16 years old, getting all of that experience. Terrific job. Also taught here at the school, they have drama, and this is one of the drama students. Your name?
Lisa Wiener.
And what are you doing, Lisa?
I take drama with Mr. Weinstock here.
Yes, he's the teacher here at this course. So are you enjoying what you've learned here, and are you going to use it hopefully in the future?
I hope to use it in the future because I'd love to be an actress, so this is coming in handy and good experience.
Okay, maybe we'll see you on the golden screen someday. We'll be looking forward to that. Now, down the hall here, at the other end of the room, is the media productions and communications class. And in this class, they learn about television. And this is something that's very near and dear to our hearts at News 12 and other organizations such as ours. Now, the teacher for this course is Mike Malkrish, and he's the teacher here. So tell us, what do they do here in this class?
Yeah, in communications and media production, we're videotaping the school yearbook for the seniors this year. We also do all the events, the activities that are performed from plays to sporting events. We do a news line that the students right now are in the process of editing. They're getting ready to do it. We're going to be doing it on January 6th, which is very exciting. Emily is my anchor, and she's right here.
Very good. Well, there's lots going on here, and the students learn quite a lot, and this is a terrific experience for them all. Now we'll go back to you at the station.
Hey, Ken, where do they broadcast to? Where can you hear them?
Okay, the radio station is actually, the radius is about 30 miles around the Plainview Bethpage area.
Okay.
And here on television, they broadcast and they do editing here in the studio here in the high school.
Ken, thank you.
Sure.
Video production, as we hear from News 12's Ken Grimble.
Hi, this is Ken Grimble, and you're listening to my favorite radio station, WPOB 88.5 FM Plainview, where we rock you.
This reporter was asked to make that announcement by students at the Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School in Plainview. Evan Schatzberg, the Director of Communications at WPOB FM, is manning the audio board.
I'm learning how to basically run a radio station because in the advanced class, that's what Mr. Weinstock teaches us, is how to run a radio station and, manage it.
WPOB FM 88.5 has been on the air for the past 25 years. It can be heard within a 30-mile radius of the school.
What we've been doing over the last 2 years is we've been trying to build an entire communication center, including the radio station with WPOB, and in the technology department, we've started to develop this communications media program.
Your assignment for tomorrow in the class.
Adam Weinstock teaches radio production and fundamentals and other courses.
In addition to the class, they go on the air. Their time on the air isn't the class time. They spend enough time in class studying frequency, modulation, the FCC rules, licensing procedures, the emergency broadcast system, radio history, music appreciation, and then they get to take that knowledge from the class actually onto the air.
I take care of basically whatever Mr. Weinstock doesn't want to do. I do most of the paperwork. I arrange our penny saver entry, which tells who's going to be on the air when.
In addition to radio, they also have television, and this is WPOB TV, where they tell me that everybody's a star.
We really have a lot of fun.
At a Nassau County High School, students in Plainview are learning the ins and outs of television and radio production, as we hear from News 12's Ken Grimble.
Hi, this is Ken Grimble, and you're listening to my favorite radio station, WPOB 88.5 FM Plainview, where we rock you.
This reporter was asked to make that announcement by students at the Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School in Plainview. Evan Schatzberg, the Director of Communications at WPOB FM, is manning the audio board.
I'm learning how to basically run a radio station because in the advanced class, that's what Mr. Weinstock teaches us, is how to run a radio station and, manage it.
WPOB FM 88.5 has been on the air for the past 25 years. It can be heard within a 30-mile radius of the school.
What we've been doing over the last 2 years is we've been trying to build an entire communication center, including the radio station with WPOB, and in the technology department, we've started to develop this communications media program.
Your assignment for tomorrow in the class.
Adam Weinstock teaches radio production and fundamentals and other courses.
In addition to the class, they go on the air. Their time on the air isn't the class time. They spend enough time in class studying frequency, modulation, the FCC rules, licensing procedures, the emergency broadcast system, radio history, music appreciation, and then they get to take that knowledge from the class actually onto the air.
I take care of basically whatever Mr. Weinstock doesn't want to do. I do most of the paperwork. I arrange our penny saver entry, which tells who's going to be on the air when.
In addition to radio, they also have television, and this is WPOB TV, where they tell me that everybody's a star.
We really have a lot of fun. We do all the videotaping of all the major events. We're doing the video yearbook this year, where we try to capture everybody on videotape.
Jason Oxenhendler is an anchor and editor on the school's closed circuit television station. He's not out of high school yet, and already he's going after the jobs with some of the heavies in the broadcasting business.
So do you think you're going to get Ben rather than Peter Jennings?
Well, make way, guys, because I'm coming through, so watch out.
There's lots of young energy here, and who knows, some of our future broadcasters may come from this very class.
This is Carrie Bayowitz for WPOB Plainview.
Ken Grimble, News 12 Long Island.
All right, in time for us